Welcome back to another edition of Senior Spotlight. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo, and joining us today from women's volleyball is Allie Johnson. Allie, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So Allie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself off the court?
Yeah, I'm a senior and I'm a nursing major from Apple Valley, Minnesota.
Okay. So what do you plan to do with that major after school? Do you have any plans?
My plan is to move back home and work as a nurse, hopefully either as a NICU nurse with little babies or as a gerontological nurse with older adults.
Okay, cool. So what brought you from Minnesota to Aiken? Like how did that journey come about?
It was interesting. There was kind of like a turning point in my college search where I just decided I really wanted to move out of state and just have a new experience somewhere else. I'm not a big fan of the winters in Minnesota, so coming somewhere warm was definitely an incentive. And then this was just one of the schools that really allowed me to do nursing and volleyball,
right?
Because the schedules kind of conflict sometimes, so that was a big benefit too.
Cool. Okay, so being from Minnesota, can you tell us a little bit about what life is like there? Like, do you have any hobbies you like to do there that Aiken just doesn't offer?
I guess the biggest difference is the summers there are just super enjoyable. They're not as hot and humid as they are here. So I like to do anything out on the lake. Paddleboarding is actually my favorite thing to do.
Oh, awesome.
As a hobby, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so while you're at Aiken so far, you've been here all 4 years, correct? Okay. Have you had a favorite memory you can recall?
One that stands out is my junior year this past season. We beat Armstrong in our regular season, which we hadn't done since I'd been here. And it was at home, and we swept them in 3, and it was just the most fun I've ever had playing volleyball.
Convocation Center is very fun. I remember being there for that. Aside from volleyball, did you grow up playing any other sports, or was volleyball your primary? I
played soccer a little bit when I was really young, and then I played softball till I was about in middle school, and then I played basketball up until high school. So just kind of a mixture, but volleyball definitely was my favorite. And once I started club volleyball when I was about 14, it just took all my time and energy, so that was the one.
Definitely. Okay. With volleyball, do you have a certain routine you like to go through? Any superstitions on a game day?
Nothing really specific. I don't really believe in superstitions, so I just kind of go with the flow.
Do you do your hair a certain way for game day?
Usually each season I have a certain hairstyle that I kind of stick with, whether it's like a braid or a pony or straight or curly. So I haven't figured out what this season is yet. But I have about a week, yeah.
We're eager to see that. Okay, is there someone in your life other than your coaches and your current teammates who has influenced you on or off the court? Like, it could be volleyball related or not.
I would say off the court, like academically, my physiology teacher, my freshman year, Professor Steen, she had a big impact on just how academics have been kind of getting into nursing school, and then my study habits and everything. After that, she really taught me that just how to handle a really tough class, and she just really prepared me for what nursing school is going to be and how it's been, and I'm super appreciative for her and for everything that she taught me that semester.
Awesome. Okay, so I know with volleyball, I don't play it, but there's a ton of rotations and all that communication you go on that has to go on for y'all to be successful. So aside, I guess, from communication, is there one quality that sticks out to you, like that you just have to be successful as a player?
Communication is huge, definitely. The other one I would say would be just like passion and excitement. Like that's a huge thing in volleyball. You know, some people who don't know the sport, they're like confused how we all come together after every play and give high fives and are super enthusiastic and stuff, but really that just keeps the rhythm going. That just keeps everyone together and on the same page and working together. So I think those are really important.
Absolutely. Now, have you always been number 5?
Ever since college I have, but back in high school I was number 11, because my mom, when she was in high school and played volleyball, she was number 11, so cool. Yeah.
Okay, now to wrap it up, can you give us one word to describe your career or your time at USC Aiken?
I would say growth, just because ever since coming in as a freshman and now seeing myself as a senior, I would say I've grown and just become more of my true self and gone through different experiences, especially being far away from home over these last 4 years. And I've just grown, I guess, as a person.
That's all you can ask for. We wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
That wraps up another edition of Senior Spotlight with Allie Johnson. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo. Thank you for watching.